Welcome back, YouTube. J-Bob, the video game slob, coming back at you in what should be a multi-part series, but we're not going to do that. We got too much stuff. It's too busy this time of year. Piles and piles and piles. What has J-Bob been up to? You gave him 2 days off. You knew he was going to go crazy. So yeah, hit a flea market and grabbed these 2002 number 41 Zoids. I don't know. I don't know nothing about toys. This is not J-Bob the toy slob. But for $6 for the pair of these, I had to did it on them, as the kids say. Called my toy guy, and he didn't answer. So I took a chance. He said he has no idea what these things are, but he thinks they're rare. So I don't know. Let me know. $6. Think that was a good deal? We'll find out. That was yesterday. This is today. This is all backwards. The zoom lens didn't even go out far enough. $100 Wii deal. Picked up the Guitar Hero 5. Picked up the Guitar Hero World Tour. Came with the games. Came in the big boxes. We don't even have enough room. We got to do the zoom in on these things. Have the controllers. Have the straps. All that kind of stuff. I think that was a good deal. I mean, hopefully I can sell those off, make the $100 back right there. But if you can't make $100 back on that stuff, surely the Wii Fit board will get there, right? But yeah, that's the benefit of being at an antique mall, is people who walk into the antique mall give you a call, say, come up here, meet these people. And it was really great. The lady said, I've got the very first video game system. I was thinking Atari. Was Nintendo Wii. So, I had to drive, had to do it on the spot. So we offered her $100 for it. Wii stuff. I have so many Wiis right now. If I don't have 15, I have 20. If my friend doesn't have 20, he has 40 in back stock. But there you go. Came with a microphone. That microphone in 2/4 will net me 50 cents. Yeah, Wii condoms. Literally hundreds of these sitting around. This was the only kind of bright spot in there. The component cables that came with the system instead of the standard hookups, a couple bucks there. And here's why, right? Because maybe people don't know. This is a little J-Bob, the video game slob, hitting you up. If you don't have $300 to get a set of component cables for the GameCube, the Wii plays GameCube games. And this is a component output. And it's pretty nice, and they're pretty heavy. You get these for like $5 pretty much anywhere, anytime. I don't know. I always hoard them. This is probably my 10th set of them, maybe a dozen of them. So I always keep these. But, you can find them around. You go to a video game store, ask if they have them in the back. They probably don't even put them out because nobody cares. And there you go. Bam. You're playing your Wii in component. Put a GameCube game in. You're good to go. These things, these like charging cords, worth nothing, right? I cut the little thing off it. That's worth fractions of a cent in scrap metal. Came with the nunchuck, always a plus. The Wii Fit stuff I don't care about. I do hoard all the little Wii accessories. I don't put all that junk with my games when I put them out, this kind of stuff. I figure someday the dozens and dozens of those that I have, will be worth something. Maybe people want to complete their in the box Wii's, this kind of stuff. The fake ones don't say Nintendo on them. So, I don't know. But who knows? Maybe they'll 3D print that in the future. Those would be valueless. I don't care. Nobody's going to pay me more for... Oh, there you go. Nobody's going to pay me for a Wii at this moment with any of that stuff. Extra controller adds another $10 onto the deal, I guess. We'll take that. Again, all these, instruction booklets, all that kind of stuff. I keep them. I don't do anything with them. Throw them in boxes. They add up over time. I don't know if that'll ever be worth anything. Who knows? But I don't sell those. There's really no value to that. Same with the Wii Sports. I'll put that just in its own little box. And then I keep these. I have, 200 maybe, 100 to 200 of these Wii Sports outer cases and manuals. Again, I don't think they're worth anything. If you go online, people pay $0 to have this in this sleeve or in this box, or whatever you want to say. yeah, you can go online and see the area of VGPC or wherever you go. It just makes no difference. So I might as well keep them, and then maybe in 10 years they'll bring some sort of premium or something like that. If you're, again, like a real hardcore person, this is the see-through version of the Wii, depending if you're a speedrun fan or not. Deer Drive missing, it's the sleeve one, so it's missing the gun that should come with it. Wii Fit for the board. Again, another thing, I at least have 100 copies of Wii Fit. Nobody cares. I did sell off my Wii Fit boards this summer. It probably never made it in the blog because it was between this time and the old times. Yeah, somebody came from, like, was it North Dakota, South Dakota? They bought out a bunch of stuff from my friend's store. We did like a $60,000 deal one day. And yeah, they were like $8 a piece or something they were playing for Wii Fit boards. And I was like, let me run home. So I went home and grabbed 30 or 40 of them. Like a third of the collection that's down there. And they're still saying to this day I should ship them a pallet of them. I probably should. Ben 10, who knows if I have that or not. Again, I know I have this stuff on like 360. If I don't have it, we'll put it in there. But, yeah, Just Dance Greatest Hits. I know I have that one. But even if this stuff is like $7, it's $10 for me because, like, that's just what people will pay. So, Just Dances always do very well. Some Best Buy orders coming in, part of the $5,000 Black Friday deals. Xseed game, which is always pretty cool. Sealed. Xbox One. Again, paying $40 for the collector's edition, probably not worth it in the long run. But deck building, yeah, I don't know, arbitrage kind of based games. I love that stuff. I watched the reviews on YouTube, thought it looked really cool. So, I don't know. Again, probably not the greatest deal. Reaching a little bit, but it's Black Friday, prices are down. Who knows? That stuff sells out. You know how I am with Xbox One stuff. This is one of my favorite stories. PS5, The Show, MLB, Negro Leagues edition. $60 when it came out. Why are you going to pay $60 for this? Because it comes with these hats. And if you've not been to Lids or you're not a sports ball guy, these things are expensive. That's, probably $50 if you, or at least 40 if you had to buy this stuff in store. And so that's really cool. And then you get the Steelbook. So this went on sale for $35, and I thought, I should buy these. These hats are pretty cool. They're pretty expensive. And then it dropped to $25, so I finally popped on it. But the best part about this is you get the hat, you get the cool box, you get the Steelbook, no game included. So in 2024, we're buying video games that come with a Steelbook for a game that's not even in it, which is crazy. You get all this DLC. I'm never going to open it. It's going to stay sealed as that is. Boom, there you go. So really dumb, but just kind of a fun story. Have not, I just assume these Wii's work. They're always pretty bulletproof. It didn't have a memory card in it. I doubt these people were on the internet and downloading all sorts of cool content, so there's probably not much to that. I've mentioned a couple times, although I'm not going for the PS2 set, that I did kind of look, since I have more than 1,500 PS2 games in the archives, like how short I was, and so I'm like 400 games short, and I just decided, just get the cool ones, and when you see the games that you're missing in front of you, pick those up. And so I was kind of looking back through the list and thought, what hadn't I bought or what hadn't I set as a save search? And this is one of them. So it took a couple weeks, but I got it $5 to $8 less than what market price was. So somewhere around $40 landed with tax and shipping. And so very happy to have the Grandia series now done. It was all the Grandias on the PS2. I now have them in the JBob archives. So one more checked off the list. I think these were Amazon deals for like $10, maybe something like that. And Solstice, I think, is now one I'm going to end up with 2 copies of at some point. But kind of cool stuff. I did reach for this. This was $15 for the Classified France 1944, but it was a turn-based strategy game. And for $15, I always just pick up sealed turn-based strategy games. Yeah, here we go. I think this is also Amazon, if I recall. I think that was $10, yeah, for the Tin Hearts again, I like Wired Productions. It's just different, production houses that whenever you see what they put out, you kind of pick up. So we grabbed that. Again, Killer Frequency, same thing, 10, $15. Anything Team 17 does is usually pretty cool. And it's got that great horror theme. Yeah, $10. The deluxe edition, it does way nicely. I already had this on PS5, but, trying to get more of these things on Xbox consoles. And I did see the prices up. I think it's more like 15 or 20 now, so I think that did well. Second copy for my buddy. And again, you probably saw us in a previous video, but I think I bought this first, ironically enough, and then it finally dropped on the Xbox One version in terms of price, so it's probably like $20. But had to do it. We'll go double deep on there. And so the other day when I was looking for comics, I was like, did Doom have a comic? And it turns out Doom did have a comic. It's very, very expensive. But when in searching for that, I found out that somebody put a listing up that said, what this says right down here from the ID, the makers of Doom and Quake, this Rage comic, and it didn't even hit me. I mean, I knew that Rage was a game, obviously, in the 360 PS3. Where did I buy this from? AlphaZone. There you go. Until I saw that font, like, oh yeah, shoot, this is that game. And I think it's interesting, at least on the 360, it's a 3-disc game, and it's a 3-disc comic miniseries. So is that like a nutsack? Oh my gosh, he's got a nutsack on his throat there. That I should go pick these up. So would have loved if these were all graded. I'll still keep an eye out for a graded copy of all these, but or at least of number 1. But yeah, from the creators of Doom and Quake. So there you go. One more video game comic series, the whole series. That's all it is. 1, 2, and 3. Dark Horse Comics in the bag. So a ton of stuff there. I've got a bunch of stuff behind me too. We'll split this up into 2 videos since we're at 12 minutes that we've been picking up lately. And we have another purchase to go do tomorrow afternoon. So maybe we'll come back with all that. But there you go. That's what J-Bob's been picking up. I know I've not been doing great on telling y'all what I'm selling, but stuff's moving. It's December. Trust me on that. We'll get back to you soon. YouTube,